my mail application has crashed many times because of the fact that I've got multiple email accounts. And just like the porn collection, it's over 20 years old, and so at a certain point, having 20,000 messages, it's going to crash the computer. So I love that idea of the fact that, you know, even technology can't contain our desire to save, recycle, and think about, or probably save, and then we think we're throwing away, but it's never really thrown away. So then I thought, I have a folder in my messages titled My Ex. And just like the porn folder that, you know, from 15 years ago that you hide in your hard drive and is there and it grows, and you know, from being an artist, it actually impacts my studio life. That folder called My Ex impacts me emotionally. And it was letters that he had written to me that were kind of very vile and almost hate mail that I saved for some reason and thought this would be a perfect way to bring it back into a work. But I didn't. It wasn't a perfect match because for some reason the porn collection isn't about any one person, one man. So having just letters from my ex didn't feel right. So then I went back to the porn collection and looked at the very first image that I downloaded, which was back in October of 1999. And I thought, why don't I go back to my email and look at that date? And looking at that date, I saw that there was a message that I got from a guy that I was dating. So that kind of gave me the idea of, like, why don't I marry the history of collecting the porn with the history of my love letters, which also include my hate letters. So essentially it was a matter at that point of taking the love-hate letters and treating them the same way that I just treated the JPEGs, stripping the metadata off of it so that there's no to, from, regarding, there's no salutations. It's just one long-running narrative from 1999 to 2015. And it is as pluralistic as the porn collection now. So I thought that was a perfect match. So the way to kind of then, what I did is I just took the first JPEG and took the first sentence, and that became the name of the file name of that JPEG. Took the second JPEG that I downloaded ever, and the second sentence, and that became the file name for that JPEG. And then did that all the way up through 2,000 images. That became the master narrative, essentially. But what I love about JPEGs and the zip file specifically is the fact that it's not static. Even though I had a narrative, now you could actually sort, you can search, you can throw out, you can do what you want with it. Similarly to how I actually downloaded these files. So when you actually download this file from Rhizome, it defaults to a sorted by file name, which if you look at it and read it's just random. If you sort by date created, which is the date that these images were downloaded, you then have my story. You search on words like I or you start to see how we use language in very specific ways. Usually you is, and I is, more loving. So that's kind of where, that's what the piece is about. I think I forgot to mention that Paul, the original curator, he's in, did I say that he was in Berlin and he actually is reading from it. So that I thought was kind of amazing. Okay, so let me start this up. I almost fell out of my chair when I opened your profile and saw your picture. You look just like this guy from the Eagle that I met on Saturday night. Just for a moment, I thought you were him. Very cute. Okay, you piqued my interest, balls 0201. I forgot to mention that. Essentially, if there was someone mentioned my name or their name, I replaced it with the original file name, so that again, there's no single author. Yeah, well, the pool of available guides seems to be shrinking on all the sites. You have plenty of guys looking for a good time out there, but none who are serious about anything but keeping their pookies wet. I appreciate the non-nudes, as I do find them offensive, and in most cases poor taste or lacking thereof. I see you're a volleyball jock. I dated BC_BEAR0011 from the volleyball league. He tired to get me interested. However, I just couldn't get into the sport. The Asian guys were annoying me too much. Smile. LOL. I don't think I'm growing my beard till December. I'm gonna try for the full goatee again, like the one in the Christmas picture, although the modified goatee always seems to get me more attention. Hope your bob pays off for you. It's doing squat for me. I've been there. It'll be great to see you and your work. Good luck, BC_bear_009 man. I'm out here in Denver, still plugging away on the national tour. What an odyssey it's turning out to be. Hope we can have a reunion when I'm back in NYC. I miss you. Thanks for the invitation. Very exciting, BC_bear0028. I'll be there. But I'm glad you're having a show. This is really exciting. I'm sorry, but I can't really make it down to the city this weekend. I'm sure it'll be a big success. Please say hi to BC_WadeNeff0015. That's his name, right? I'm horrible with names. Hey BC_WadeNeff0017 man. Thanks for sending me your exhibition info, which obviously I have missed, but I have an adequate excuse. With your height, you must be a middle blocker. 0028J-J1 is a great guy, funny as could be. Love him. Yep, I'm a middle blocker, preferred outside hitting, but the height thing seems to get in the way. Gay softball, I just started 2 years ago. I play with 580, etc. all. Third base, not pitcher or catcher. Who do you go watch? Lots of hunky boys out there. Hope you had a great turkey day. Kiss. I was a bit on the sick side, so food wasn't the highlight of my day, though my bed felt mighty nice. I wish I had the height for volleyball. It seems you can't move up within the ranks without being over 6 foot. Forget about passing. Faded wallpaper, tattered drapes, an old kitchen in the back with a crooked porch. I dump a bag of bones from the Winn-Dixie and they go nuts. The old dogs lopping out to grate me, the younger ones bouncing around like lopsided rubber balls. A color not found in nature. I'm gonna have to get an old lazy boy recliner covered in man-made textiles. I'll need an old black woman to cook and clean. Think Driving Miss Daisy meets Faded Harry Wright, ex-New Yorker. Sweaty pit-stained t-shirt, threadbare knit boxers, a jock strap in the corner, a stack of out-of-date apparel mags, and boots. Many, many boots, everywhere. In town, they will call me that crazy Yankee with all them boots. Life won't be that bleak, vivid picture. Though a musty old house where I could sweat in my undershirt does sound homey. I hope you're being a good boy. Email me. I almost never get on Gaydar. I don't have a membership. Was trying to reach a guy I met in Las Vegas last year. He owns a shop in Powell Springs. I'll be in Vegas for a trade show the 11th for 10 days. Can't wait to get out there. The air is so clean and I love the desert. I'm planning in a few extra days to just drive nowhere. Winter in the desert is amazing. Just a season things bloom. Your asshole was one of the most willing I have ever had the pleasure to enter. What did your ex do on camera for his shooting? Dick was a nice fit to my hole. My ex is the redhead on the website. He split and grabbed my dick a lot and then grabbed at me, so there are a few shots of him coming toward the camera. At the time I was single, so he did top it off with sex. Even though these sessions that didn't have that particular ending have something special where you can feel the intimacy in the air. I hope you are well and happy. Any gallery action? Truth is, I'm here and it is a mess. Dave, too, and I are separating. I don't know why I don't know anyone here. I travel so much for work, I am never here. S. Show 5 is from the area, so he has friends. You know I'm a big mess from our history, and now I'm a big mess in a place where I'm so alone. I'm not sure what to do. Sorry to dump on you like this. I do hope you are well and happy. Relationships in life is so hard. Difficult to feel at peace. Glad to hear from you. I felt as though our last email exchange back in February was our last because I didn't hear from you. Then I didn't hear from you a few weeks ago via Gaydar regarding my website. Did I fuck up somehow? Anyway, I'm happy you've surfaced because I want to be your friend. I'm sorry to hear that the move hasn't been smooth, but I know from experience Chicago, then Boston, then Rochester, then DC, and finally NYC, it takes time. Just be gentle on yourself and realize that it's not easy to relocate no matter what the circumstance. But I do understand. Yes, it is very awkward, and he had daggers in his eyes. You are a great guy. Just keep some way of reaching me in your files in case you ever do want to talk. I appreciate it. 5249. I've got your contact info. If it changes, let me know. I hope you're doing well. I just got back from my trip to San Francisco. Still exhausted from the red eye. I'm going to be out of town Sunday and Monday, so I guess this weekend won't work for a photo shoot. Oh, you left your camera in my studio. Do you want me to hang on to it for when you visit again, or I can mail it to you? I just got your voice message. My new phone is so crappy. It doesn't tell me when I have messages and the reception is horrible. And I have no dial tone and I'm in Brooklyn, Greenpoint that is. Maybe T-Mobile doesn't reach into this radioactive neighborhood. Well, thanks a bunch for stopping by Exit Art. It's been pretty quiet the last few weeks because the gallery isn't really promoting the extension of the show. It would have been great to add your face to my Polaroid project. I guess you figured the concept behind that. Face pics and the hairiest part of your body. You have so many spots to choose from. Hope things are good and your trip to NYC are fun. I don't want many lovers, many broken hearts. I want a life with someone that loves me even half as much as I love him. You may be that man. I'm pretty sure you are. You know I have to temper this. I think about you so much. I'm not trying to steal your thunder or put a damper on mine. Let's go as slow as 2 running bucks can. This has to be my last relationship and my best, my true love. I want to love you when you are wonderful and when you might not be. I want to feel like you are inside me even when you are across the room. I want to push you around in your wheelchair and not crave to push you down a flight of stairs for 50 years. I want to kiss you in Paris, fuck you in Amsterdam, and slap your butt in bed arguing about what to have for breakfast. I want to hold you when you are ill and trust that you will when I am. I'm sorry if this is a bit Hallmark or Prince Charming, but I want this to be good and to work. And I think it will. We have so much to learn about each other that I can't wait for. I know sexually we will work. I don't know how this is coming across. I mean it all good, even great. You make me feel light. Like life can be wonderful. I know I keep saying it, but I admire you, and even awed by you. You have a dream you are going after. I grew up always trying too hard to fit in, blend in, or disappear. I developed a chameleon-like way of being what anyone needed as a child. Trying to please to the point that I'm not always sure who I am, even now. I lost along the way knowing how to release my passion for something. I tend to get involved in something. Like the monotypes I did back before 9/11. Get so intense about it, live for it, then burn it out or pull away.
cold as hell here. Bright and sunny though. You are a good year and your ear is connected to such a beautiful man. I'm writing from a friend's apartment down in D.C. I needed to get away from it because I broke up with SD 731974 last Friday after 2.5 years. Very heavy. I'll fill you in next time we see each other. It's a predicament. I want to move out of the apartment as soon as possible, not because it's a nasty situation, but it seems appropriate. My art studio lease makes this difficult because it doesn't end until May 1st. That leaves me needing to find a place to stay during the interim. I know this is a lot to ask, but would you be willing to host me for a month? Take it easy. I got your letter. You haven't called me in 7 days either. I got a job in NYC. I was going to come up and end of this week to start looking for apartments and surprise you. Fuck, I'm glad you did this before I arrived at NYC. So you were asking BM 1874081 since you left me, and all the negative things you said about me are now gone. He is the true love of your life, the one you want to be with. Your feelings for me were bullshit then, you fuckhead. I just got an offer in NYC for July, so I'll be moving there end of June. I'm so glad this happened before I moved there, thinking all this time you would be there for me, thinking you loved me. None of it real, was it? You have done this to me 2 times before in immensely smaller ways, but this, you have no idea what you have done. Your cold letter, your lies, it must have all been a lie. Couldn't wait till we got to be together to even see if it would work. You knew I needed to sort things out here, needed to find a job before I could move back. Fuck, now I have the job there in NYC and I do not want to move back. I don't want to be near you. I know this ends any possible friendship, love, anything we could ever have, what we could have grown. I will make sure IMG _ 766751 _ 4384184 receives every email you sent me. He is as much a loser as you are. Anyone that would take you back, you disgust me, you deserve each other. Enjoy your boring sex life. You are everything that is bad about gay men. You are selfish. If you know, you actually said, I know you'd understand. What world do you live in? Does it revolve around you? Do you think I would understand this? You send me a letter, a Dear John letter? You went back to a pussy boyfriend. You said you didn't love him. What are you, IMG _ 768468 _ 4398174? I'm so happy I could take something away from you that you love. You can no longer schmo any pictures of me, and you have to take them off your website. I'm so happy you did all that work for nothing. Your love for me is as false as the artwork. You might as well burn it. You were in bed with your ex-boyfriend, one that doesn't treat you well, one that doesn't satisfy you sexually, one that is cold, abusive. You chose wisely. I know that you know you've lost something huge, breaking my heart. Daddy Hunt _ 071210 _ 658891. I was so worried about him and his feelings. I remember when you broke up with him. I don't know. You should not have blocked me from talking to you. Is he your father? You are a man. You shouldn't have taken my call. You lost something huge, something you will never know with me. Congratulations on your relationship. I wish you much happiness. You deserve it. I would like to get together to hear the story and hear more about the Pandora's box. Have you discontinued the art project? What are your next steps? I guess, given I haven't had word from you, you must be back with USNY H001005. I hope it wouldn't work and you would choose to be with me instead. I'm sure Beard 1015 will get over all he knows about you and me, and he will be blue sky for you. I I'm so glad all is well. Love to your man and to yourself. Yep, I'm still at that job, but we're very, very slow. I would be surprised if we were still around by the end of the year. Actually, I'm trying to get my book together before that happens. You'll probably in the islands already enjoying the suns. Say hi to 0827_18251048. You'll always be puppy to me. I ordered lunch from my office, so I have your sandwich for dinner. My bike, we have to pick up the rings on Friday, and Reynolds wrap, toilet paper, paper towels. So I'm going to do a few more things with it before I end. So the book I have out on the floor takes it one step further beyond just reading. And I start to actually play with the JPEGs. It was another way for me to kind of process the information and understand the systems that we actually use to look at photographs and actually read emails. See, technology never works the way you want it to work, which I love. Let's not upgrade. I think I'll end it like that. There's a problem with your Office database. That's probably the best way to appropriate. So yeah, sorry to dump on you like this, .zip. So thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Alrighty.